Howdy, and welcome to Monday's edition of Today's Bread. Now, we're currently in a series called Messages on the Old Testament. This week, we're going over God given wisdom. Now, today's portion is Wisdom to Trust God, Unconditional Trust. Scripture reference is Job chapter 1, verse 1 through chapter 2, verse 10, and also chapter 13, verses 13 through 16. Now, throughout much of the book of Job, he endured what most people only face in their worst nightmares: loss of family, financial ruin, and devastating illness. His suffering was physical, emotional, and spiritual, yet Job continued to trust God. The book shows that God is always worthy of trust. Job 1, verses 1 through 5, introduces him as a prosperous man with 10 children and unmatched wealth. But his true foundation was spiritual. He was blameless, upright, feared God, and shunned evil. Now, in chapter 1, verses 6 through 12, this scene shifts to heaven, where Satan accuses Job. Some view this as a cosmic wager, but Scripture reveals something deeper: God's redemptive plan unfolding in a fallen world. Now, Satan's hatred for God and humanity drives his destructive schemes, but God's actions are always rooted in love and purpose. In verses 13 through 19 of chapter 1, Job lost nearly everything. Yet he praised God, declaring his worth does not depend on circumstances. Nothing material is lasting, but God's character is unchanging. Now, in chapter 2, verses 1 through 7, Satan attacked Job's health, and even his wife despaired. Still, Job held fast to his faith. Now, though his sorrow was profound, much of the book records the misguided counsel of Job's friends who accused him of hidden sin. But Job knew his life was built on his relationship with God. Even if his body failed, he was very confident he would one day stand before the Lord, who would receive him. That's chapter 13, verses 13 through 16. Now, what sounded like pride was actually steadfast trust. Scripture affirms that righteousness is not earned, but given by God, whose love and grace sustains his children. Thank you, and I pray that you've enjoyed today's edition of Fresh Daily Bread. Church isn't a place to go to, it's a family you'll belong to. So come be a part of the family. Well, Monday's prayer focus is for spiritual development across the nation. So pray that there would be a revival of faith, moral integrity, and a deeper relationship with God in every community. Now remember, Jesus, he's coming back soon. And now here's Monday's blessing. I bless you with knowledge that the Spirit of him who raised Jesus from the dead lives in you, and he also gives life and health to your mortal body.